Okay, I think we can go live, right?
No ademela.
Yeah, welcome to NGM Sports. I am your host, Usman BI. For today, our guest is Ismail Drame, the co-founder of. We're going to discuss about the final between Gifanga female team up against Bajagarr on Sunday, the 27th of July, 2025. Without wasting much time, we would like to welcome Ismail Dram to the program. Ismail Dram, welcome to NGM Sports.
You are welcome, Mr. VI. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Good. Can we go straight to the program? We want you to describe yourself. Who is Ismail Drame?
Okay, thank you, Mr. BI. Ismail Drame is a native of Sibanos, Fonjibindang Karanai, a passionate female football lover, head coach of Foni Girls Football Club, and also the chairman of the ongoing female Nawetan, which its final is scheduled to play on the 27th, that is on Sunday in Sibanos.
Mhm. Can you tell us your educational background?
I started my education at Bilali Sonko Dimbaya Nursing School in Sibanor. Then I proceed to Sibanor LBS. From there to Sibanor Upper Basic,
Mhm,
and so graduated at Sibanor Senior Secondary School. I pursued a diploma program at
mhm,
the Gambia College, a qualified teacher teaching in Sibanor, a third
mhm,
year graduate.
mhm. Good. You are someone who love football more especially female football. And recently, you have organized Funi Girls female football competition, and then the final is scheduled to take place on Sunday, the 27th of July 2025 at Banor between Gifanga and Bajagar. Can you tell us the rationale behind why you decided to organize female football in Foni for the first time?
Being a passionate female football lover and also a coach, I have found out that during off season, most of these girls will love to play football, but they will not have the opportunity. So the only opportunity they have is to go and support the male teams of their various villages or clubs. I also decided that before they will be sitting just for supporting, let me give them the opportunity to try and see, so that those that want to play and don't have the
Mhm,
opportunity can join them to come. So that is the reason behind organizing the competition.
mhm.
And when
Good.
we when we
That's okay.
when we started it at first, it was something like some people. I have motivation from most of the people that are well connected to female football. They were telling me, coach, do it, it will work. That is
Mhm,
what motivates push me to the limit, to the wire. That is why we are there.
mhm. Yeah, in within Fonyi, when we talk about football, people normally talk about male football, but when you organize a female competition, um, how do you see the crowd? Do you see people coming to watch female football, playing football in Fonyi?
Yeah, when it started, it was quite a bit challenging. Few people will just come and watch. But later going into the tournament, it was like
Hmm.
I have to schedule fixtures so in a way that I will not disturb the committees, because the male Nawetan
Hmm.
was going on and they are using the primary school field. So when we schedule games at the same
Hmm.
time, most of the fans will desire to stay and watch the female games, because first of all, it is free of charge. Nobody
Hmm.
is paying a dime to watch. And secondly,
mhm,
some were excited about the entertainment that we are getting from the side of the girls. Though some people cannot do it, so they just
mhm,
entertain the crowd. Why we are getting that large number of people. That is why we schedule fixtures in a way that
mhm,
it will not affect the male fixture and it will not also affect the female fixture. Then both tournaments went simultaneously.
mhm. Okay. You are the co-founder of Funny Girls Female Football Club that went to divisional level. How were you able to manage with the girls? Because we all know football is challenging, more especially coaching girls from grassroots football, from local football, up to the divisional level. How was it? How did you manage to do that?
Uh, Xavier, this is something that has not been easy. Remember, we founded the team in 2016. That is about how many years now? 11 years now. I am in this system, but it's quite challenging, especially with female football, because we all know the trauma and what they go through when it comes to football.
Mhm,
The parents will not give them the green light to play. Most of them will also have their problem that will affect them
mhm.
later in the tournament. But we
Yeah.
as a team that founded the club, we make sure that we make it clear to these girls that
Mhm,
we want to give opportunity. At the end of the day, whatever you get there is for you and your family. But
mhm,
we want to give you the opportunity. If you grab the opportunity, it becomes yours. But if you lift your leg away from the opportunity, it becomes null and void. I could remember every season before it starts, we will fuel a motorbike. Sometimes we
mhm,
hire a vehicle. We go around the villages, compound to compound, to meet the parents of these players, to have a chit chat with them before the tournament starts. Because if not, when you will be going for games and they will call and say, "No, my child will not come today," so you have to go there and
mhm,
beg again. We have to go up to that level, meeting the parents, chat with them. We know the project behind it, so most of them will allow their kids to play. So some
mhm,
will say no, all that we will not allow her to play. So if that happens, we go in for people that are ready to play. But female football in Foni is
mhm,
quite challenging. It's not easy at all. I can tell you that for free.
mhm. Sure. It is definitely quite challenging because even male football it is challenging more talk less of female football. Okay, now let's just talk about the upcoming final between Gifanga FC and Bajagarr. Can you tell us a bit about these two teams? How did they manage to get to the this level?
It was never, they were never part of the favorites going through the first games because Kamfenda were ticked to be the
Hello,
favorites
Ismaila.
by most. Yes, I'm getting you. I say these two teams were never part of the favorites from the fans that were
Mhm,
watching. Because Kamfenda were ticked to be the favorite because the way they started. Bajagar, though they have a very slow start because they lost
mhm,
their first game, they drew their second and won the third. So they also has to face a team that has not conceded a goal in the
mhm,
semi-final that was Bintang. And they won via the lottery 1-1 in the game. They were the first to score them,
mhm,
1 in the game, and they won on the penalty shootout. But Gifanga were on the balance because
mhm,
Gifanga were a side that started very badly, winning 3-1 against a team from Siwanon, drawing against they even won against Bajagar. I remember, yes, they defeated Bajagar 3-0 in their last group game,
mhm,
topping the group going into the semi-finals, and they defeated Kamfenda, the favorite, 1-0 in regular normal time. But it's going to be a quite interesting final because both these
mhm,
two teams has a bit of experience when it comes to female football because few of their players are playing third
mhm.
division football from the beginning and they saw the entertainment and the readiness in them.
Good.
And as
Okay. Yes, that's quite interesting from both sides. Gifanga defeating Bajagarr in the group stages by 3 goals to nil, and they are to face them once again in the final. I know Bajagarr will come and say we want a revenge, while Gifanga will say we're going to repeat the same record that we have against you. Now, if you organize football, sometimes you normally write for sponsorship, or even if you don't write, you might go from house to house to lobby for assistance. Do you have any sponsorship when you organize this female competition within Foni?
Thank God I did not write any sponsor at the beginning, but there are people that responded and they are passionate
Mm-hmm,
about female football. The team manager Tibano United, Modlamin Ba,
mm-hmm,
was helpful. He was one behind all the man of the match that issue. Because he called me, he said, I'm going to be giving you certificate for every man of the match award, which was quite encouraging. We
mm-hmm,
also have 4 individual trophies that are going to be presented during the day of the final. That is the leading goal
mm-hmm,
scorer, the best defender, the best player, and the best goalkeeper. This award is
mm-hmm,
proudly and officially sponsored by Joe Mendy. He is from Serekunda. He's a passionate female football lover. He's the founder of the National Women's Nawetan. He also
mm-hmm,
pre- supported few certificates that are going to be issued to certain individuals that played a role during the
mm-hmm,
tenure, and also he also paid for the referees during the final, and he again
mm-hmm,
also paid for the Red Cross to be covering games during the tournament. So these are a few individuals
mm-hmm,
and one Malang Jame. He's a young boy like me.
mm-hmm,
He came to work and donated a football to one of the man of the match winner, and also presented 4 certificates that are going to be issued to few individuals during the final.
mm-hmm. Okay, that's I'm good for in promoting female football within the region, or maybe the Gambia as a whole, to see people coming in to give or pledge something to the organizers. So we say bravo to those people. And now, Ismaila, sometimes also, if you organize football, you do have successes and then challenges. Can you mention some of the successes you have registered, and also some of the challenges you went through since the beginning of the competition before we reach the finals?
First of all, successes are measured differently depending on what your intention was. Because during the tournament, we were able to squad some of the players, and they represented Fonyi in the National Women's Nawetan. That was a that was one of the, because most of them, that was their first time playing outside of Sibano, and it also gave them room to continue playing football. And now few of them are playing third division football, and if you can see, or if you have recall, last week Friday, LRL played their third division final, and I was there to watch. 4 of those players that were from Sibano here to go and play that final were part of the players that started their football in this Nawetan that played the final on Sunday. And we also saw few players, a player from Bajagarr who was not playing football came into the tournament. He was playing football before but stopped. But the tournament gave her opportunity to play again, and now is playing with Quintes in the second division. Gifanga also had players that were not playing, and now they are playing divisional football. Some are in the second division, others are in the third division. So I could say those were some of the success that we have, and completing the tournament is the biggest success that we are going to register.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can you mention some of the challenges? I know financially it's a bit challenging. So sometimes also, more especially in the male football, players will be having problems with the referees or even the organizers, or maybe sometimes teams will be engaging in fighting, or maybe the fans of either side will be coming against each other. Have you ever registered such kind of things during the competition?
No, no, not at all. We have not registered those kind of things because what I observed was this is
Hmm.
female football and most of them are passionate about it. So they just come to watch the entertainment part of it, but the complainant part was a thing of the past.
Hmm.
Though, though you will not say that you play tournament
Hmm.
without challenges. Those are things that we did not encounter. And we were
Yeah.
playing with local referees.
Hmm.
We were playing with local referees.
Hmm.
I would call boys to come and play. But at the end of the day, teams were very
Yeah.
understanding to them. And we have a
Hmm.
peaceful tournament. Now hoping to have a peaceful final all together.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we wish you all the best then. Now, what kind of a final are we expecting between Gifanga and Bajagar? What kind of a final are we expecting
Uh, though as a
in
teacher,
terms of
we always say, yeah,
preparations?
as a teacher, we always say that the beginning is always hard. That is what we said as teachers. The beginning is always hard. So, but the preparations are very high. We are
Yeah.
expect very colorful final with
Hmm.
a lot of entertainment because teams were even following me. When I scheduled the
Hmm.
final, it was postponed. I scheduled again, it was postponed. Players were even forcing me, Coach, when are we going to play our final? Because it's like they are very excited to play the final for the first time. We are hoping to have a very excited final for the first of its kind in Siwano, or let me
Hmm.
say Siwano, because football has been playing in Fonyi, but it was at a
Hmm.
different level. Yeah,
Sure. Hmm. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
Good. Okay. In terms of final, you must invite guests to come and then attend the final just to make it more excited. Sometimes you might expect people from the at the district level at Fonyi Sport, or maybe West Coast, or maybe even at the highest body of Gambia football, that's GFF, or maybe even the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Who are those who have been invited to come and then grace this big final between Gifanga and Bajagar?
Okay. Normally we said, as the saying goes, give the devils its due because we are just organizers, but there are people that are
Yeah.
running the day-to-day affairs of football in the Gambia and outside of the Gambia.
Hmm.
So the chief guest that day is going to be the women's football coordinator, that is Philomena Jata.
Hmm.
Because I was with
Yeah.
him on Friday. Then we discussed how things will go. His assistant is expected to be here. We also expect to have the former assistant female football coordinator Veronique Malak. But she told
Yeah.
me that she's out of the country right now. She could not make it. She's attending the CAF, the WAFU female tournament. So she will not be
Yeah.
able to make. We also have invitations to West Coast Region Football Association. We expected to have Fonyo Sports because their invitations are sent. We also have the highest body in Fonyo Bindan, that is the Fonyo Bindan Karana Football Committee plus the Sports Committee, and other
Hmm.
female coaches within the Gambia. Within first and second division, female coaches within the Gambia are also invited to come
Hmm.
and grace the occasion.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite astonishing. It's going to be a very colorful final. Ismaila, how many teams that took part during the in this competition? How many teams that took part?
This competition, eight eight teams from 7 villages.
Hmm.
8 teams took part from 7 villages. That is Jakoy Bintang, Jifanga, Bajagarr, Kamfenda, Siwanor United, Nema. Those are the 8 teams
Hmm.
that took part. Yeah. and Arangal.
Now, in terms of
Arangal.
registration, yeah, in terms of did they paid any amount of registration before they join the competition?
As the starting is always a challenge, so we
Yeah.
ask each team to pay only $500 just for a start
Wow.
and see how to move. If it is
Mhm.
successful, we go for a bigger one. But they only paid
Yeah.
$500.
Okay. I know your aim and objective is to be to continue organizing female football within the region. Are you prepared to go for a much higher competition because you have registered 8 teams? Are you looking for more in the upcoming seasons?
Yeah, hopefully we are expecting if we are going to play, we will hope to register as many teams as we can.
Hmm.
Yeah, we want to go in for a
Good.
bigger one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but if you want to go for a bigger one, you must look for some sponsorship because sometimes paying the referees, even if we are using local referees, those who haven't gone through refereeing training, you must at least give them something so that they can also go home and then be able to prepare themselves. Are you looking for that? Have you because in the ongoing competition, which is almost to the final, you said you did not write um, any letter for assistance. But are you looking to, or are you prepared to write for sponsorship? If you are, have you started writing?
Yeah, we are planning that when we are to start. Before we even start, we will try for sponsorship or possible partnership with people that are passionate about female football. Because we observe one thing in the Gambia, most of the people don't support female football; they only support male football. So it's going to be difficult, but we are going to push it to the wire.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The winners will go home with how much and the trophy?
The winners will go home with $2,000 and a trophy.
Wow.
The runners up will go home with $1,500. And all the participating 8 teams will
Wow.
have a participation.
A certificate. Wow.
Yeah.
Good. That is it is great. What level your funny girls are at the moment?
Fonye girls, currently we are waiting on the finish of the regional triangle. That is the players that has went on loan. But those that did not go on loan are still training. We are hoping to come back stronger because we know financially we are struggling as a team, but we did not care. We are going to put our heads in, and our heads are
Mhm,
already in. We know that these girls play football, and that is football is what is going to help them in
mhm,
the future because the players are not playing, are not doing anything. They are just sitting down. So
mhm,
we bring them, introduce them to football. Now that they are professional, they are divisional players. Some are even receiving salaries, but they are giving back to the club financially because last year before last, one of our player who went on loan at police, that is Kadibaji, she funded a
yeah.
vehicle for one of the game. I was even surprised when she called me. They said, "Coach, next game I'm going to pay for your vehicle," and she did that. She this and this said. So we are very much excited to her,
Wow.
and we for all the players to follow her footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Um, for the upcoming season of Phony Girls Female Football Competition, many of those teams that have been that took part in the current competition, I would say majority of those teams for all the 5 districts within Phony, or even maybe you can register a team from Chiang or even maybe in Combos to come and take part. Are you
Even
looking for
the
that?
we are looking forward to seeing a lot of teams outside of Foni Binda. Even the ongoing one, we even have a team from Foni Kanzala. We said the boundary is not important. What is important is we follow the rules and regulations of the game that we are going to play. What the competition says. If you are to abide
Sure.
by the rules and competition, it doesn't matter where you come from.
Hmm.
It's football.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
football. No matter where you come from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Ismaila, I think we could have gone more and then discuss more about this final. But NGM will be there, inshallah, to cover the final. Then we'll be able to do some interviews with you and then the players and some of the female football coordinators in the Gambia. Any final message before we wrap up the program?
Uh, the final message is thank you very much. You are a brother in the sports, and the motivations that you gave me is quite impressive. Even just giving me the platform to show myself in front of the screen is something else. Because what is going to bring tomorrow, nobody knows. So I will just tell you, keep it up. Thank you very
Mhm.
much for the effort. May God bless you.
Mhm. Okay, thank you so much. Inshallah, NGM will be there to cover the final.
Hope to see you there on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mazan, let's go.